Imagine the situation: you are looking for software developer position in Germany and you find a company which look promising and looks like a perfect match for you. You start to analyze and think, okay, what they do, how big they are, what their corporate culture, and so on. So stop doing this. Just apply, forget about it, and move forward. Because overthinking here does not work. You can do it after you get first message from them. And there can be two types of messages. Or it will be a rejection. In this case, you just forget it and move forward. Another one, they can invite you to the first interview, and after that the actual analysis starts. And in this video I will share with you my own approach that I used when I was looking for software development position in Germany. So, and the step number 1, you go to Glassdoor or Kununu service. Probably you know about Glassdoor. This is a big aggregator about different feedbacks about companies. Kununu, by the way, if you are outside of German-speaking Europe, you probably didn't hear about it. But this is basically the same thing, but it's focused on German-speaking Europe. So if you are looking for engineering positions in Germany, this is definitely the service for you. And the first thing that you analyze there, if this company is actually present in both services. If it's present, it's already a good sign. If it's absent in both services, this is definitely a red flag. And now let's talk a little bit about rating of the company. Yeah, on Kununu and on Glassdoor there is a rating from 1 to 5. 1 is the worst, 5 is the best. And what you should understand here, first of all, big companies, which have more than 1,000 employees, they will never have very high rating. And this is normal for them, because when the company is big and it has a lot of feedbacks there, those feedbacks are usually left by people which are not happy with the company.
I'll be back.
Another thing that you should check is the negative feedbacks about company. But the most important thing, not what is written in those feedbacks, but if they have answers from the company, meaning that the company at least tries to manage the negative feedbacks on these services. This is a good sign. And don't pay much attention on the negative feedbacks about interviewing process, because those feedbacks are left by people who were rejected and they consider them not to be rejected in the right way. And now we are coming to step number 2 and checking their LinkedIn account. What? This company does not have LinkedIn account? This is a very bad sign, I would say. Or even they have LinkedIn account, but this account looks like a ghost town. It has like 3 posts, and the latest one was 3 years ago. Another thing, try to reach to some employees who are working in this company via LinkedIn. I can say that I did it myself, and almost 80% of people answered something to me. Of course, those answers were not very useful, but sometimes they can really tell you very useful information from inside of the company. And now step number 3, check the website and the product itself. First of all, I will not describe how this website should look like. I think you are a clever person and you can determine yourself whether you want to work in this company or not by just looking on the website. Another thing, if it's a product company, try to use their product. Create a free account and start at least to click through it. First of all, it will also give you additional information whether you want to work it or not in this business. Another thing, it will greatly help you during the interviewing process, because people who conduct interviews, they like very much when the candidate actually already touched the product, a little bit analyzed the business, and so on and so on. They call it interview preparation. And the step number 4, I will call it perks of the company. First of all, for me, it's very important, as for software developer, that the home office should be allowed. In best cases, the company should have office, and I should have possibility to come there wherever I need, because sometimes company does not even have office. Another thing, it's very desirable that it should be a product company, meaning that company should have its own digital product which they sell and which is the main thing to their business. I will not describe what does it mean, but trust me, such companies are the most comfortable companies for software developers. And ideally, it should not be a very big company. It should be around 100. Because from my own experience, as soon as company grows more than 300 employees, some weird things start to happen and the working there starts to be a little bit less comfortable, I would say. The bureaucracy grows and so on and so on. So 100 is the ideal size. Because very small company, it usually means that this is some kind of startup. It could be a very cool place to work, but what can happen with startups? You know, they simply disappear very fast when they don't receive the next, investment round. And another very desirable thing that the product itself shouldn't be very old. Of course, there are companies who constantly upgrade the technologies of their product, but if the product is old, it's a very big probability that you will constantly working with this deprecated code, with some, technical debt, old technologies and so on and so on. So your growth as software developer will be a little bit reduced here. And so now let's quickly recap. So step number 1, first of all, you apply and then move forward. Another one, you check Glassdoor if they send you a message inviting you to the interview. The third step, you check LinkedIn. The fourth step, you check website and product. And the fifth step, you actually check the perks of the position. This is basically the approach that I used when I was looking for my first software developer position in Germany. So again, I was outside Germany and I was looking for at least a decent company which will be ready to relocate me here. And I can say that I found a pretty good startup here in Germany. Only 50 people work there. Unfortunately, it didn't take off, as it happens with startups, but I have very warm memories about the time. And after that, when I was already looking for my second company while being here already in Germany, I was much more picky. I was doing analysis first and the application after. And if you have your own approach or own experience of coming to such process, it will be interesting to hear from you in the comments down below. But meanwhile, if you are interested in coming to Germany and you are looking for job opportunities in tech industry here, please watch one of the videos after that. They will give you a lot of information on this topic.